Leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins now. That's to Cook out of the backfield. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, complete. Jefferson the target. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are on the board first here in Vegas. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
On the return, Tyron Johnson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Carr. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski.
And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. Touchdown Raiders! Darren Waller from 21 yards away. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Cousins on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 48 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown of the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Johnson now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. And this one is incomplete. Tyron Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now it's the backup Mariota. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Carlson on for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins to throw it. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run for it with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. Final play of the half, Cousins. That's caught, but he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Carr. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He'll look downfield for Waller. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Raiders. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. set to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feel like we're just hanging with it. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
Give me some more.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Cousins will try and throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. 2nd and 8 coming up. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. He's got some breathing room. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. Good return up past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there for Minnesota. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Cousins. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.